Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Mystic Bee Spiritual Insights. We are live stream and available by podcast. I'm Anna Marie, your host, and I'm both excited and deeply humbled to connect with you in this space. So, thank you very much for joining me. Since it is our first show, I'm going to take a few minutes to share a little bit more information about the format. I'll introduce myself, share some of my philosophy, as well as my approach to the readings and insights that we'll be sharing together. So, about this show, this airs weekly. It's going to be the same time, same day. You can watch live, you can tune in via podcast, or just watch a replay on a number of platforms. The show is really designed to uplift, encourage, and support you. So I want this to be a positive experience for everyone. Each episode will feature free live readings, spiritual insights on diverse topics, and I will occasionally include a special guest. Every once in a while, I might host from a different location, so don't get too attached to my plants in the back. But this show really is for you, and your voice does matter to me. So, as we go along, if you happen to come up with any ideas, or you'd like to suggest some topics, or what, maybe just an amazing guest that you would like to see on the show, just visit me at mysticbee.com or reach out on Facebook, share your suggestions. I would really love to hear them. I know our time is limited, so just remember, if you don't receive a live reading today, don't be discouraged. You can try again next week. You can book a private session through my Facebook page or mystic-bee.com website, but you can also try to connect with another psychic in the network. Rest assured, the perfect moment will come. And in the meantime, just remember, you also have intuition, and the universe is always speaking to you. You just need to listen. So I know we have Michelle, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Hi,
She'll be.
aloha.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you. Thank you.
I would love to be of assistance and support you today. Tell me, are you open to just a general reading, or do you have a specific question that you would like us to
No,
cover?
whatever messages you want to give me.
Okay, well, let's kind of just do something general. I use a number of different tools to connect with intuitive messages and insights, and just give me a second here. I know you're in Hawaii, so
Yes.
that feels good. It's a little earlier in the day for you than me, so hopefully you're still getting a nice sunset.
Oh,
Let's
yes,
see.
it's coming.
Good, good, good. Well, I feel like, Michelle, I sense that your life is actually going pretty well right now. It feels like you've got just some professional security and things kind of under your belt, that you've established a reputation for yourself, that you are known for good work that you do. But it sounds like you're waiting for some sort of news or message to come in. Does that make sense for you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to say this message feels like it's something that you're waiting for in writing. It may have to do with another job opportunity. Are you looking for something else professionally to do?
Yeah, yes, you hit it. Yes.
Okay. So just on the message, I will say that I think there's a lot of competition for what you're pursuing. Um, and it feels like there might even be someone that that is also pursuing the same role or opportunity. Does that make sense for you?
hmm Oh, it's just okay. I mean, it's
It
a
just feels like
general
you might know
job with
something.
hundreds of.
So it sounds like not only is there a lot of competition, but it sounds like you may know someone that is also interested in that opportunity. So what I'm really seeing here, one, is what's most important is that you stand your ground. Okay. This is a situation where you will not benefit as much by pulling back or being humble. So this is a time really to just step forward in confidence, show your voice, let your expertise be known. Just don't shy away from the opportunity.
Okay.
Um, Let me look just a couple more things here. Does this require some travel for you, this opportunity that you're looking at?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like it, and I know you're in Hawaii, but I feel like it's travel by water. So I don't know also if you would have to come back to the States for something. It doesn't feel like it's local travel. It actually feels like it would be something um, more significant than that. So more travel, say, outside of the state of Hawaii. But it does look
Yeah.
like you have it looks like you have a great opportunity um, to get this locked down. I will say, I think it's really going to depend on just how forceful you are in putting yourself out there. So be courageous, be confident, embrace your skills and your talents, and don't shy away from it. But I do see some sort of negotiations happening for you with a new professional opportunity.
Oh, that's great. My thing was is it's a airline position. I've been a flight attendant for quite a few years, but I've been in the hotel industry for the past over 2 years now. But this other
Yeah.
opportunity is not a. I've been a flight attendant, so this one is not a flight attendant. It's customer service.
But I still
So
feel
I'm
there's
going to take.
travel.
Yeah,
I
there's
still feel there's
training. You
travel
have
for
to.
you.
There's training. There's training involved, which is in the states.
Great.
But I'm
Okay.
just
Well, that
wondering
makes sense for me.
if
It-
yeah, that makes perfect sense. But my question is like, do you think that less financial? I mean, that position is not as financially, more than what I have
yeah.
now. It's less, but
Yeah. So I don't know that this is going to be the highest paying job, but I think the
no.
life that you're trying to design for yourself, I think it's right in line with the vision that you have for your life.
I'm thinking that I'm gonna take that opportunity, even if it's a smaller scale, but work my way up in that
Yeah, I
area.
think what you're looking yeah, I think, Michelle, what you're looking for in your life right now, this is completely consistent with that. So congratulations for you for putting your hat in the ring. Just don't hold back. Make sure that you just move in with confidence. Don't be afraid of following up. Don't feel afraid of bragging on awards and recognition or recommendations. But I see a lot of success for you in the future, one way or another. And I do see some sort of negotiations happening with a new professional role. So good luck to you.
Well, I'm excited by everything else in general, like family life. Everything is okay on you know just
Well, we're
and
focusing, we're
everything
just
else.
going to, yeah, I just did the general reading on that one topic right now, Michelle, but it looks like you are
Okay.
really the center and the strength of your family. So all looks good there, but good luck to you. And I
Well,
wish you
thank
well in your new
you.
role. All right. Take care.
Thank you so much. Okay.
You're very welcome. Looks like we have Beth from Virginia. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Hi, Beth. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You're staying up late tonight to chat with me. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I love your shows.
Oh, good. Well, this is my first one, so I hope I won't be disappointing you. What I would say is that I generally like to ask, would you be interested in me doing just a general reading and seeing what comes up, or do you have a specific question you want to drill in on?
Um, let's see.
Oh, there had to be
Let's
something on your mind before you.
general readings.
Okay. Well, let's just see what kind of energy I'm tapping in just in the beginning. Here's what I would say just as a start. Beth, I sense that you're actually very intuitive, and I don't know. And by the way, please, for those that are watching, when I'm gathering information and doing readings, I look around a lot. For those that are listening, you probably won't notice, but um, Beth, I sense that you're very intuitive, and I'm wondering if there's some sort of dream that you've had recently that is sparking you to question things in your life. Is there a dream that you've had recently that you're contemplating?
I have very, very, very vivid dreams, and they make a
Okay.
lot of sense. And what I've noticed is now that I've done clearings, subconscious clearings, my dreams are more present
Okay.
than far
Well,
away, if that makes sense. They're more
yeah.
in real time.
Okay. No, it feels like it's more current, more relevant today's situation. I mean, it just
Yes,
feels like there's some.
yes.
So I just feel like I need to start there. It feels like there's some sort of dream that you've had, I would say within the last week, that is causing you to kind of reflect on what's happening in your environment. I do sense that there's some family issues. So I don't know what the dynamics are in your family, but this feels like complexity with siblings, possibly related to parents, health, moving, or something like that. Does that make any sense for you?
No, my parents are deceased. They are in
Okay.
heaven. They are very with me, though. They're some of my. I actually use their birth years for my a couple
But
of my angel numbers. Um,
okay.
but yes, there's
Do
a
you
lot of
have
dynamics with that.
okay? Because I feel like there's sibling issues related to the parents. So I don't know if the parents passing
Oh yeah,
created some
yeah,
of these.
yeah. My siblings and
Okay.
I actually don't. We're just now sort of connecting again.
Okay.
There was a
Okay.
lot. Yep.
So I don't know if any of your dreams had to do with family, but I'm getting the recent dream contemplating, kind of looking at what's happening in your day-to-day environment. But I definitely get the dynamics with the siblings tied to the parents. And it also feels pretty dysfunctional for me. So I hate to call it out, but there may be someone in your family or extended family that suffers from some type of addiction or alcohol kind of abuse. But it feels
That is coming to
okay,
an end. Yes,
okay,
we've had to do
okay,
some massive interventions. Yes.
okay. Because I was going to say, I think that that's where it's kept you at a distance and you have felt like you haven't been able to connect with them because of these bigger issues. So I just want to say,
Yes.
I feel like there is healing. Um, I feel like there's healing that comes, but you need to be very mindful of where you're spending your time and your energy as you reacquaint with, because I feel like it's not just siblings, I feel like it's their mates also. I feel like there's also just kind of walking cautiously as you reintegrate the family.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't give them a lot of energy. I feel
Okay.
like what the universe has planned with that is what the universe has planned. I like
Yep.
that flow.
Yep. Yep. And I would just say, I think the biggest picture. So that seems like the most substantive thing that I'm picking up on right now. But what I would say beyond that is that this is just a time for you to plant seeds, be mindful of where you're putting your time, your talent, your energy. Um, I do feel like you really are thinking about somehow redesigning your life. And it feels like you may have three or four things that you're looking at. Do I want to invest in this? Do I want to stay where I'm living right now? Do you feel like you're
Oh,
sort
you're
of
right.
assessing?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
yes, I am headed toward a direction that I've been aiming for. I'm planning
Okay.
to manifest that definitely this summer. Yeah,
Very
things are
exciting.
moving right along with that now.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just going to say, don't put too much on your plate because I feel like you're going to pick three big things. Feels like the house is a big thing. There's some investment and moving of money. So that may be putting more money in a house or a different opportunity. But
You are
I feel like
correct.
you will,
Yes.
okay. I feel like you will have all the means to do what it is that you plan on manifesting. I love that you talk about manifesting. I Jones for affirmations and vision boards and all of that. So I think that's really
Yes.
exciting for you.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but
Yes.
but the big message is just be mindful, right? Be mindful of where you invest your time and energy, because I feel like
Okay.
these are gonna be really long-term decisions for you. This isn't going to be, um, the nomadic stuff that you did years ago, right? Because 'Cause you've been pretty stable for a while, but I feel like you had quite a few adventures a couple decades ago. But this feels like it's gonna
Uh
be
huh.
really long term. Does this make sense for you?
Yeah, this will be my future. Like I'm planning on. This is my retirement business.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yep, I'm planning on it having a
Very
life of its
exciting.
own.
Very exciting. Is there anything else
Yeah.
that kind of was on your mind that you want to touch on?
Um, sure. My relationship with my son as opposed to my businesses.
Okay. So I feel like your son, so energetically, your son for me is of school age. So he may be early 20s, right? But I'm feeling that he's sort of still in this study, apprenticeship, early career sort of phase. Does that make sense for you?
Well, kind sort of. He's a very intelligent child. He's
He's
a
not feeling,
Marine.
he
He is
doesn't
a
feel very,
veteran now. He's actually
he's not
30,
feeling,
and he is.
oh,
Well,
I'm
he
sorry, go
was
ahead.
in the nuclear. He got out of that. He had a really good job in nuclear, and he's actually going through some rough times with the divorce and things like that. And my grandchild and my daughter-in-law live on in my lake house. So, yeah, it's been a little wild, but I feel like he's coming around, and he's
Yeah,
starting
it just,
to,
yeah, it just feels like
yeah,
he's
had
going
to
through
take
some
some.
sort of, it feels like he's going through some sort of, um, I'm going to say apprenticeship, learning, studying. So I don't know if he has to go back and learn and get trained for something else for career wise, but I feel like he's having a starting over sort of phase. And it does feel,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
not to diminish his intellect or anything, but it does feel like he's having to relearn something for profession and financial sakes. Um, I would say
Life,
because you're
basically, yeah.
because you're asking about the relationship between the two of you, I hate to say this, I feel like he's
Yeah.
just got a lot on his plate. I think he's carrying more loads and responsibility and stress. And so please don't let that be anything that you take derogatory or personally. I don't think it has anything to do with your relationship with him. I think it's
Right.
about him
Okay.
just,
Yep. You nailed it.
yeah, I think it's just about him going through these
I'm
experiences
starting
for
to
the
see
first
that.
time in his life.
Starting to
So,
see that.
but what I would say, we go back to be mindful of where you put your time, talent, and energy. Um, I have an adult child and grandchildren also, and I would just encourage you to allow them to have their own journey. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to do things that we don't always want them to do, but just keep loving him, stay available, and he's going to get through this. So I see some new opportunities coming for him. I would just say it feels like it's late February, maybe, is when the money starts kind of resolving itself. But
Oh my
you're very
gosh, you are
supportive.
so insane. That's insane. You are right. Like you have no idea. You just nailed. Okay. Yeah, that was.
So
Yeah.
stay encouraged, Mom. He'll be fine. But I hope this has been encouraging for you this evening. You sound like
Thank you.
just
It has. You are amazing.
you're very sweet. Well, it's a privilege to do all of this. I really just enjoy connecting with everyone. And not everyone has a chance to get a live call. So hopefully we can wrap up the rest of our show. I'm going to give a general group reading. So who knows, Beth, maybe there's some other messages in here before we wrap up the show.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that was
So
pretty
thank
precise,
you so
lady.
much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good job.
thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate your support, and I wish you and your family and your son the very best.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, as I was mentioning to Beth, I know that everyone wants a reading, right? Everyone doesn't necessarily know me or what I do. As you were able to witness, I do get information from a number of sources. I draw on feelings, visions, some things I just know, and I'm not sure really why. I have lots of tools and resources at my disposal. I may or may not pick a card, pick a color, pick an animal, but I really just like these things to happen organically. But what I can say is, every time before I go into any sort of environment where I'm doing a group reading or a private reading, I try to meditate and concentrate on the people that I'm meeting with. So, of course, I can't always say who I was going to meet with today because this is a new format for me. You all are coming in from different channels, different places, but I did write down some messages. So, what I want to offer before I start to wrap things up is I'm just going to share some of the random messages that I took as part of my meditation for this group and hope that it resonates with someone out there. And what I would say is that if for some reason, again, you're not getting a free reading, whether it's through this show today or another show on the network, feel free to reach out on Facebook or through the mystic-b.com website, and we can go ahead and book a private session. But some of the general information I received. So the first one was actually the state of Ohio, that I was getting someone from the state of Ohio that was contemplating a move. I was also getting the song. So this is the clairaudience. I often get songs and song lyrics. The song What I Am by Edie Brickell, that there's a young female out there that just needs a little bit of an uplift. I want to encourage you to go play that song. It's a great song. If you've never heard of it, again, it's What I Am by Edie Brickell. I also sense that someone is in the midst of an affair that they're trying to get away with. Just so you know, I don't think you're going to get away with it for much longer. So you might want to think about coming clean. I also get a new union and a partnership. So congratulations to someone that has just found new love or have come to an agreement to either marry or move in with one another. I also have someone in Arizona that feels very busy, lots of business things that they're contemplating. All of those will work out. I also have, let me see if I can read my handwriting here. There was someone also that was contemplating an affair. And I would say, give it once over, let it boost your ego, but don't fall for it. Not in your best interest. So I don't know if any of those things resonated with any of you, but that is what I received before we met today. I did just want to make sure that we're all kind of connected. I want your ideas, your suggestions on topics and content for future shows. I will be here next Thursday at the same time, and we'll be doing free readings again. So please make sure that you follow along Facebook to get your name on the list. Again, you can reach out on my Facebook page or the mystic-b.com website. If you have any questions, right, about my process or how things work, please feel free to put those things together in an email, on a Facebook chat, and let me know what questions I can answer. And otherwise, we'll be planning for next week. I will be tapping in a little bit more to numerology. And so we'll be focusing a bit on those messages. So just in closing, I wanted to just remind you, we do have our own personal numerology energy, but we also have universal energy. So tomorrow, so it's late for me. Some people, depending on where you are, you may already be in to the 24th of January. But I just wanted to mention for those of us that are going to wake up tomorrow and it'll be the 24th, tomorrow is a universal 7-day. And 7 days are really about spiritual awakening. It's about introspection and really the pursuit of truth. 7 is always a magical number, and it gives you an opportunity to seek meaning and answers and really align with your spiritual self. So as we conclude this evening, I'm just going to say thank you so much for just giving me an opportunity to connect with you in this space. It really is humbling. This gift, whatever it is that I do, remains a mystery to me. I've been doing it for 30 years, but I still find it fascinating. I hope you will join me next week. And as we move into this 7 days, please let's ask ourselves, what truths are we ready to uncover? Not just about ourselves, but in the world, and how can we extend more compassion, kindness, and truth to one another? So thank you all again for joining Please stay connected. Visit mystic-b.com. Send me your Facebook comments, ideas, suggestions, and feedback. And again, for those of you that were not able to get a reading yet, please look at some other great shows. There's wonderful psychics and talents, and you can get readings on the network. Otherwise, reach out and join us next week.